Hello Scorpio, and welcome to my channel, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is a work and career reading for Scorpio from the 20th of August to the 3rd of September 2018. Don't forget to watch your moon and rising signs so that these messages resonate more with you. And I've put the decks I'm using in the description box, so don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I've also put the details of a personal reading in the description box, so if you want a personal reading, please don't forget to take a look at those details. So I'm going to just draw cards for the general energy reading, and then I'll do the general tarot reading. So you've got, the first card is unnecessary worry and anxiety. And it says that there's some sort of life-changing event coming in for you, and whatever the situation is, whatever decision you need to make, you need to go for it. So whatever you're thinking of doing, do it. And you're having unnecessary worry and anxiety about it. And whatever you have to do is going to be something that's going to be life-changing for you. So in the past, you might have needed to seek some legal advice. There may have been loss of a job or unemployment going on around you, and you've needed to have some sort of legal advice that you sought. So having lost a job in the past, going into the future, it says there's a permanent position coming up for you, and you might be planning on buying a house after that. So some sort of permanent position coming in, which is good after the loss of a job or unemployment, but that worry was unnecessary, and there is something permanent coming in for you, and that might lead you over to buy a house. So if there's a job opportunity coming for you, it says go for it, because it is going to be a permanent position. It's going to be something that's very life-changing for you, and whatever worries you have about not getting it is just unnecessary. There's unnecessary worry and anxiety, and you will get something permanent coming in. So I'm just going to use the Bright Idea deck just for the general tarot reading. I have shuffled. I'm just going to cut this deck. So the main energies is you need a new perspective about things. So this is the card of the Hanged Man. You need to look at things from a very, very different point of view. Maybe step back from the situation and review everything, and just put aside your doubts and fears. You have the key, the solution, the answer to it. Just take off, you don't be so rigid in whatever you're thinking of doing. Just have an open mind, and this is what this is talking about. You've got the key, have an open mind. This man has got a little box around his head. The key to this particular problem is having an open mind. See things from a different perspective. Put aside all your doubts and fears and worries and anxieties, and you will see the solution on how things will turn out positively for you. So change your perspective about things. Make sure that you're doing things. You might have to give up something. Usually with a hangman, it's a card of sacrifice, giving up something personal in order to get something better. So you might have to give up more time, effort, something that needs to be sacrificed in order for you to get going in the situation. So you're at a standstill at the moment. Everything is stopped. But you do need to have a different perspective, open your mind to different possibilities, and that is the key to this problem. So you've been spending a lot of time doing a lot of research, doing a lot of studying, and this is crossed by the direction card. So in order for you to find your way in life, you have been doing a lot of studying, because you're hoping that will give you some sort of way forward, some sort of abilities as a leader. So you're taking on the position as a leader of whatever team you're having, but you're having to do a lot of research, a lot of studying, getting back to the books, a lot of grind, a lot of work. Maybe you're doing some courses, some higher education. Maybe you're just in university studying to get through, and it's giving you the edge because it's making you into a leader. And in the past year, you have been spending a lot of time with your work, with your books, but it's got the imagination card. You've been dreaming about endless possibilities, using your imagination a lot. This is the Seven of Cups, so having a lot of different kind of options available to you. And then you've been looking at that, and you've got a goal, and you know what you want to do, how you want to get things done. But don't spend too much of time daydreaming. It's also a card where it shows that you need to act. So in the last 3 months, people have been overwhelming you, coming at you with a lot of ideas, and you've been feeling a bit overwhelmed, and you've been telling them where to get off. So you have been controlling it. So you are telling them, you are drawing your boundaries, you are making your boundaries very, very clear, and they're not to overstep that. And also, maybe you're in a position where you are in a leadership position and you're controlling a lot of people. So you've had a plan in the last 3 months, and you've had, with this controlling card, maybe you are controlling a lot of people, you are managing a lot of people, and you're managing to get them in order. You're bringing in order into that work situation. You want people, you're working so that people see things from your point of view, and you are trying to persuade people that whatever you believe in, or whatever you are, your vision is something that they should actually be following. So you are trying to rally in some support from people, and you are working very hard to advance yourself, breaking down any kind of barrier. You're working day and night to do that, so you are breaking all kinds of barriers down, and you are going for it. You are going for it, and you are trying to make changes, and you're not letting anybody stop you with this Chariot card. You've got a lot of determination. So around you there, you might be in a situation where you are the person who is trying to sort out people who are having, a lot of conflicts and arguments around your workplace. So you are the voice of reason, and you're trying to, mediate these situations and being in charge. So you are in a leadership position over here, where people are listening to you, and you are telling them how to act, what to do. So assuming quite a position of authority, and with people listening to you. And around you, people see that you're very, very quick acting, you're fast on the draw, you are very, your mind is very, very active, and it's very, very sharp, and you're managing to do things and keep on top of any kind of chaos that is happening. So you're keeping on top of the situation. So you've got the examination card here, which is the judgment card, and you're planning on leaving behind all those old ideas and thoughts, and you want to move forward into the future. You're examining the situation very carefully and making your plans based on that, bringing a lot of science into the workplace as well, so a lot of logic coming in as well. So the final outcome cards is resolve and controlling verdict and intuition. So maybe you are in a position where you are sorting out problems. There has been some sort of event that happened, some sort of crisis, and you have needed some sort of help, or you have been giving help to people who have been in a crisis kind of situation. So you have been somebody that's been helping out people who have been in need, rescuing people, if you like, from situations that seem to be going on. So if there's been any kind of chaos or drama or fighting going on, you've been the one that has been coming in and sorting out the situation. And as a result of which, all of that has fallen on your shoulders. You are the one taking the responsibility. People are cheering you on, but you are taking the responsibility for whatever project you're doing. It's all on your shoulders, and it's firmly, the finger is firmly being pointed at you as being the leader. So you are the leader. You have to be responsible for your actions, and you are taking responsibility for it. This could also indicate some sort of legalities involved. You might be involved in some sort of court case as well. That could be going on as well. But if you are involved in some sort of legal court case matters, you are going to be the winner if things go in your favor. Even though people are asking you to explain yourself, you are able to come through that quite positively. And you need to rely on your intuition. There's a lot of facts that are hidden. Maybe this kind of legalities, there are hidden facts. Watch out for that. Make sure that there's a lot of secrets. Things are not being completely revealed to you. So make sure that you are getting all the information before making any kinds of decisions, big decisions, especially if you are taking these leadership roles on. Make sure that you are going through all the facts, doing all the research. Make sure that you know that there are things that are hidden from you, and people are not being very upfront about things. They are hiding a lot of things. This is a new cycle that is beginning for you, but follow your intuition and make sure that you are relying on your gut feeling. And being Scorpio, you really do have a good gut feeling, so make sure that you are relying on your gut feeling and finding out all the hidden facts. And Scorpio is pretty good at investigating and finding out hidden facts, so you will be able to do that. This also might call for some sort of higher learning that you are doing. It looks like you are doing some sort of studying, some sort of education. So this is also a card that talks about learning. Go back to the past and find out what happened in the past, and apply it to your present situation. You might get some good ideas from that. So rely on your intuition, but also know that all the facts are not being made available to you. And make sure that you investigate before you face any kind of legalities. Make sure that you are well, you know all your facts very well. Ask questions from people, because they're not telling you everything at this particular moment. So I'm going to just draw some cards from the Fairy Tarot. So you've got the Queen of Winter, which says, let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. You might be involved with some unmarried or divorced individuals. So it's time for you to let go of people that are not serving you, or situations that are not serving you, and focus on yourself and your career. And the second card is Happy News, which is the Princess of Autumn. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly well, needing a little push to get going. So you might really need to go back into studying, because this is the card of the Princess of Autumn, which speaks about studious, responsible, cheerful, and mischievous. So there's some good news coming to you about your career, promotions, or scholarships, but you will have to go back into the books. It looks like you're going to have to go back and do some learning, some studying, some seminars, some courses, and get your information up to date. It seems like you're going to have to update your information and skills. And the last one is the Nine of Autumn, which says, reward yourself for all your hard work, being happy and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. So you are tending to spend a lot of time by yourself, but you are focusing a lot on your work, and maybe a lot on your studies as well. So needing to spend some time alone so that you can focus on your work and your studies, and you will be successful at whatever you do. These are the cards of the earth signs, which talk about abundance and money. And it looks like you will, with the Nine of Autumn, it's the same as the Nine of Pentacles, so you will be successful at whatever job you do, but you will need to go back and do some studying or some learning as well. And you do need to spend all your time and focus on yourself, and get yourself up to standard, up to par, by doing a lot more education. And this is also coming through in this High Priestess card. So being a leader and taking responsibility, that seems to be what you're doing at the moment now, and you are being asked to focus on your career as well, and stop daydreaming, because this is what it seems to be, and start acting. So get your skills up to date, improve your education, improve your whatever you need to do by going back into studying, by seminars, by courses, and you will assume that leadership role, because it will give you more authority as a leader, and you will be able to make better decisions, especially if you're going to be taking a lot of responsibility on yourself. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if it has, and leave me some comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.